My name is Renata Mirandantello. I'm making a music magazine, and I have chosen Japanese and Korean trap rap as my music genre. During my planning stage, I first started with a drawn draft in which I designed two ideas for my front cover, my content, and my double page, which was inspired by my genre of music. Um, at first, I wanted to really get my font for my headline, so I chose my font in which I used my survey as I asked my target audience what kind of fonts they would want in all the front content and double page, and I chose the two most favorited out of my target audience, um, and put those in my drawn drafts just to see what it would look like with everything else. Um, I also asked them about the best poses they think would be relevant to my front cover, and I drew those out to inspired by the images that they best chose. I also did a digital draft. I made the digital draft on Photoshop. I used the grid because I thought it was easier than using rulers. With the grid, I drew out the boxes precisely to how I wanted them to be and how big I wanted them to be. I also added in my color schemes, which was blue, red, black, and white. So I color coded all the boxes to how I wanted them to look in the original one. So if I wanted them to be blue, I would color code them as blue. I also made my own silhouettes. I did this by getting the image. I unblocked the image in Photoshop so I could remove the background. Once I had removed the background, I used color overlay to make it black and therefore make it a silhouette. I saved the image and incorporated it into my digital drafts to add in as my own silhouette, which I used. The images I used were the ones that were inspired in my drawn drafts. The next step we did was poses and costume. I did 3 poses and 5 costumes. The 3 poses were I did a squat, NVC, and hand signs. And for the 5 costumes, I chose bape, smoking, masks, dyed hair, and tattoos. These were all related to my music genre through the images I had seen a lot, and because I listened to a lot of the music from the music genre, I knew the type of things that were already incorporated in the music genre, and so therefore it was quite easy for me to pick out these 8 poses and costumes. Next, we did a content page analysis. This was just to plan what was going on in my magazine already. I did 5 regular, 5 cover stories, and 10 features. The 10 features had to be of real artists, which was quite easy for me again because I already listened to this type of music genre. So I already knew many of the artists, many of the labels involved in this music genre. So I could just come up with really easy feature lines. The 5 cover stories, one of them had to be a made-up artist, which had to be someone that I wanted to create. And the 5 regulars, again, just had to be something that was regularly on a magazine, which I just used from looking at lots of magazines and getting lots of inspiration from different magazines. The double page article talked about a young new Japanese rapper who went viral because of one song, which usually happens in this type of music genre because it wasn't as popular, but due to artists like Keith Ape and all the other ones, these rappers in Japanese trap rap usually become famous due to a viral video that they've made or a really good song that just went viral. And because I really like Japanese fashion, I decided to mix the both and make the article about this new Japanese rapper called Azaz, who came down to London for a fashion show with Bape and Adidas. Bape and Adidas are very, very, very well known in the Japanese trap rap community. Everyone in Korea and Japan who listen to this type of genre usually buy Bape, which is very well known. Next we did camera techniques. For this task, we had a sheet which said different types of camera techniques and how we could do them, and we went outside with a camera and we tried to do all the different camera techniques. I was mostly the person behind the camera, so therefore I wasn't in the video, but this taught me a lot about different camera techniques, and it taught me a lot about the different names of the camera techniques. So you didn't just have to call it what you think it was, but they actually gave you the name for it. So for my off-site pictures, I could decide what type of camera technique I wanted to do. The next task we did was the photography shoots. We did an off-site shoot and a photo shoot in college. My off-site shoot, I did it with a group of friends. I had asked them all to pick out clothes with my colour scheme, which was blue, black, red and white. Beforehand, I wanted to see what they were wearing, so I used to call them a lot and ask them I wanted to see the outfits that they were choosing. Some of them, I had to give my own clothes so that they could match the colour scheme, or they could match the type of feeling that I was trying to go for. We decided to go to two main locations, which are South Bank and Brick Lane. I chose these because there's lots of graffiti around there, and there's an abandoned park, and just a lot of like a tough, gritty feel to those type of places, which is what I was trying to go for, because in a lot of music videos and photo shoots with my type of music genre, they usually go for that tough, dominant feel, like ruthless, troublemakers. So I tried to go to abandoned parks and graffiti places just to make the models in my photo shoot look just like the real artist in this type of music genre. We also did a college photo shoot in which I picked two people from my class, which were Jordan and Sheldon. I picked them because they just gave out that tough guy look, which is what I was trying to go for. I also did a white background to make the features enhance more with the flash, so that we could truly see like the way that they looked at the camera, the MVC, the tough image that I was trying to go for, which is presented a lot in my music genre. I also asked them beforehand to wear blue to correlate to my colour scheme, because a lot of my off-site photo shoot didn't have much blue, so therefore I had asked them to wear blue. I also asked them to bring some chains. I also provided my own costumes, for example, a Bape hoodie and a mask to fit with my music magazine. Yeah.